Boo. You scared me.
Let's do it again.
Peekaboo. I see you. All right, let's go over here and feed Gary. What you doing, Gary? Not getting your teeth stuck in the fence no more? Good evening, everyone. My name's Joey. Josie, she's over there in the room playing right at the moment. Just Papa and Josie's homestead. I think I said good evening, didn't I? Because it's almost dark. Sun's over the hill. And it is getting late. But I got time lapse of part of it. But we've been trying to catch up on mowing grass and weed eating and a bunch of that stuff today. And right below the barn is one spot I think I did time lapse. I took the weed eater over there and knocked all them seed head and tops out of there to where the cow and the goats, the steer and the goats, can get their heads down to where the grass is at without getting their eyeballs poked out with the grass. But if y'all can see over here, when I put them in there, that was green, and there's nothing there. It's the goats have eaten. That was all that oak stuff and much of that stuff. I can't remember what I named that video on this. Moving the animals, I think maybe, or something. I don't know. But yeah, I had the calf, the steer, and the goats over here, and this was all covered in just green stuff. And there's nothing left in here. So I knocked the tops out of that over there. There's definitely more grass over there. There is some weeds and stuff for the goats to munch on. But the cows, the steer, he munched on that stuff too. But I'm gonna move them in the morning. That's really how I'm starting this video so late tonight. I'm gonna shut this gate so they can't get over here, and that way I can take this fence down in the morning and move them over to that side. And we've also done some other stuff today. I weeded over where Bella was at, knocked all the tops out of that to give her a little bit easier access down into that grass, and lets the little piggies be able to run around in there without being under the grass. And mowed the garden. I'll show you that here in just a second. I'm gonna tie this gate up so they don't get out. We'll show you that here in just a second. Like I said, I got buckets in my hand, but over there you see that you'll be able to see that in the time lapse. Knocked them seed heads off that, and then I mowed all the garden out. And I thought I originally was going to rototiller this up, and I saved a little bit of that rye seed, and I was going to throw that rye seed on there, and just for a cover crop. But I think I'm just going to leave it, and when it comes time to wean these little piggies, because they're already 3 weeks old today, so 5 more weeks they'll be ready to wean. So that's not going to be that long. I think we got 2 more weeks before our first expected frost, or could be frost. Not saying it's going to frost in 2 weeks, but that's typically October the 15th is generally our first frost date. So in that neighborhood. I mean, it could frost, tomorrow, but I know it's not going to. It's too warm. But technically it could frost. I think our October the 3rd is the earliest that it's ever frosted here. I believe it's the way I understood how that read. But 15th is normal. So, but I figured I'd just go ahead and just leave that. And when those little piggies are ready to wean, and if I have any left, if all of them, whatever I got, I'll put them in there and use that for weaning. I'll have to put them something in there to shelter under and stuff. But be just a good spot to keep them weaned, be close here to the barn. I may, according to how big they get, I know right now they can still go through the page wire over there, or my field fence. So according to how big they get, I think they'll get big enough they won't be able to squeeze through there. But if they're not, I might have to run just a little string of electric around it or something other just to keep them from going through that fence. So that's it. But we'll catch back up with y'all in the morning, and we'll be moving that fence over there. We'll play this time lapse, and then we'll catch up with you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Well, we're back this morning. Got all this fence took down and moved. Does it get any easier? Absolutely not. Now, I will say, if you're in nothing but grass, like that top run right there, once I got over to this grass area, smooth sailing. When you're down there in the twigs and the sticks, I want to take that stuff and wad it up and throw it just as far as I can throw it. It's aggravating. One little 6-inch little twig will pick up in that netting and just twist in every single strand of it, seems like. And then you got to sit and untangle it while you're holding on to the whole bundle, especially if it's at the beginning. But I got to get my rubber mallet. Once I got up here top of the hill, there was about 4 or 5 of those posts I couldn't just push in the ground. Down at the bottom, it wasn't too bad. Up here at the top. So we'll get with y'all here in a second, and I'll show you where I run it. You happy to be over here? Huh? You happy to be over here? Let's spray some more fly spray on. The flies are getting bad right now. Yeah, I know. But basically, we come over here. I went ahead and I just added all this grass back in here. They've kind of eat it and tromped it down for the most part, but there's my gate. And I just come over to here. So that's where my netting brought me to. We just come down through here and dropped it over his heel over here. So there's mixtures of grass and weeds and trees and weeds and all kinds of different stuff. And right here's what I'm talking about with them twigs. I ain't got this netting on just yet. Look at that thing's tied in there, tied onto this stick. But they are aggravating. So I'll get out. Now this is where it got aggravating at. I'm trying to go down through here through all this stuff. It'll pick up, hang on everything. It's aggravating. Now, if you got nothing but grass pasture, 'cause I've watched it on videos, John down at KC Farm, that's all he uses. He's got an outside perimeter fence. And he just goes out and he just mows the path, puts his netting down. I mean, he just throw it down on the ground and pull it out. It don't snag on nothing. Looks really nice and really simple. But you get into this mess, all these little twigs and stuff, you better have some patience. And it wears mine thin every single time. I don't know, there's a spot right over here, it twisted up, dog knotted up, and I thought I was going to just have to throw it away because it's twisted up and knotted up so bad. But we got down here farther than I usually go. Right there is the logging road. That's where I eventually want my fence. I'm kind of make the outline of it there. I need to, like I said, this is the stuff I still need to clean out. All these little trees and stuff in here. Like I said, there's not really hardly any of these that I want to leave. But all this stuff needs cleaned out before I put fence up. For the most part anyway. And once you get on the other side of that logging road, I eventually want to get down in there and try to do something with that, but I don't know. That might be something be way later on in the future. I don't know if I'll ever get to it in my lifetime or not. We just come on around here. And come back over here below the barn here. And got this grass in there too. So this ought to get them for a little bit before I have to block them out before they ruin the grass, basically. But I don't have any charger on this yet. So they've not really they don't test it. I got the calf, he does really nice. The goats do really nice with it. There she is. She's been there playing toys this morning. Calf's checking his boulder out. He just about followed me right around through there. Goats ain't even come over yet. A few of them have. I see them over there now. They're starting to venture over there. We'll get back out here in just a second. Get this charger hooked up. There. We got everything hooked up. Y'all can see them. They're having them a good old time over there. They enjoyed the move. Seems like. Gives them a whole new little bit of pasture there. But, you know, it ain't been that long ago the calf and the sheep and stuff been over there. Some of these goats, Missy and Coco. First time you've been over there, ain't Missy? Hey, Missy. Hey, Missy. I'd like to get her tamed down a whole lot more. I can get her where I can milk her. Her and Coco, both. Coco's still wild. But I think I was going to wrap it up for this video. Just a whole lot of catching up on weed eating and mowing and getting these moved over. Like I said, I noticed day before yesterday, I noticed they'd had just about eat up every bit of that green stuff over. So I moved them around. But appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And we'll catch you on the next one.